Hey you guys, I want to come to you today for a small little message. Um, I want to talk about shadow work and going into spirituality. I know a lot of people talk about spirituality and it's almost like religion, but the difference between spirituality and religion is you're depending on God to come and save you, right? Spirituality is you are using the gifts and the tools God gave you in order to save yourself, right? Okay. So when it comes to being spiritual and doing your shadow work and all this other stuff, it's a lot of phases that you go through that no one like you very hear anyone talk about. Like they talk about shadow work and they talk about how you need to do it and this and that, but they don't tell you like literally like how it feels in order to do shadow work, right? Okay, so real quick, shadow work is facing your fears. Basically, it's facing your fears. It's going directly, not around it, not behind it. It is going directly to the traumas that you faced in your life. As an adult, as a little girl, as a little boy, whatever you figure that happened in your life that turned you into the person that you are today, that is doing shadow work. And for a lot of people, that shadow work is scary. They've been through a lot of shit. They've been traumatized in this particular life. They have been through a lot. So what do you mean I have to go back? That doesn't make any sense. I'm fine where I'm at. But a lot of times people don't know. It's not the point that you're fine. It's just that you are in survival mode. And I talked about survival mode before, but it's like you're in survival mode because you done had coping mechanisms to handle the traumas that you went through in your life. And those coping mechanisms has become your new normal, has become your routine, has become, the crutch that you hold on to in order not to face your traumas. But what people have to realize is they believe those coping mechanisms is who they are genuinely, and it's not. It's not. And a coping mechanism can be anything, right? A coping mechanism could be drugs, it could be food, it could be cigarettes, it could be weed, it could be wine, it could be people, it could be places, like anything that you do on the regular that stops you from going to the truth of yourself, that stops you from getting to the truth of your true being. That is, it could be work for some people, sex for other people. That is a coping mechanism, right? And once you're dealing with shadow work, you understand that those coping mechanisms are stopping you from being your greatness, are stopping you from being your genuine person, standing in your own personal light. Like I said, a lot of times people get stuck and they be like, well, this is my life. Or well, this is it. Well, nothing's gonna change. Yeah, your life could change. It has the ability to change. And the only one that can change your life is you. A lot of times we feel like, oh, it's too late. Oh, I'm too old. Oh, I have this to do, I have that to do. But what I want people to realize is if you aren't living in your genuine space of yourself, if you aren't living in your genuine truth, you are hiding yourself from your greatness. You are hiding yourself from your greatness. And in shadow work, you have to sort through that stuff in order for you to get to the other side. And the other side looks different from what you came from. And that's another thing with shadow work. With shadow work, sometimes you have to, it's like you have to put to bed pieces of yourself. It's like you literally have to mourn like an old version of yourself. Because those things that you used to do, it doesn't serve you anymore. The stuff you used to watch, the things you used to pay attention to, that it does not serve you anymore. You have to lay that to rest. You have to mourn those things. And sometimes that gets pretty difficult because, like I said, you end up fooling yourself to think, oh, this is me. Oh, this is what I do. Oh, no, this is... But I'm here to tell you, if you are doing something, this is anybody. This is anybody. If you are doing something on a regular and you are not reaping any benefits from it, when I mean benefits, I'm not talking about monetary gain, even though that is a benefit within this realm. Excuse me. If you aren't reaping any benefits from it, no, this benefit could be if you're not learning any knowledge, if you're not feeling, better than you felt before you left home, if you are in the same coping mechanism cycle and there is no progression, there is no enlightenment, there is nothing that take you to a next step. Like, it's nothing that take you to a higher you. Like, it could be something minor. It could be something someone tell you. It could be knowledge. It could be you seeing somebody in their light and you're like, damn, like, they doing it. Like, like, oh, I need to see what they doing. Like, something that makes your brain spark and be like, okay, well, they got it. Well, shoot, let me see. If you keep on going in places where everybody's doing the same thing, you're doing the same thing, year after year after year after year after year after year after year, you're basically living in your coping mechanisms. And I'm sorry, like I understand that cycle because I've been there, right? And a lot of times people in that cycle, they don't mind being in that cycle, right? But what people have to understand, you get a feeling if you're in that cycle, whether you want to believe it or not. You get a feeling when it comes to you doing things that you used to do. You go in places where you used to go. You go into these clubs. You getting drunk. You meeting all these people. You going on dates and having sex with all these people, or you drinking all the time, or you going to eat all this good food. It comes to a point where you probably can't put your mind on it or your finger on it, but there is something that's inside of you that says, I don't know, this, like, can I get more? Like, this has to be more out there. It comes to a point. A lot of times people don't want to tell you that because they be like, oh, I'm feeling down. Or, but you're not having these feelings. Excuse me, airplanes is passing by. You're not having these feelings and these emotions for nothing, right? A lot of times people just pass on what they feel and their emotions and be like, oh, well, I'm just feeling down. But why, though? Those emotions and those feelings, or you feeling down, or you feeling something ain't right, or, you want to change your course, but you don't know. Those feelings are coming somewhere. Those feelings in our emotions are triggers. A lot of times people feel like, oh, well, I have a headache. Oh, no, nothing wrong with me, girl. I have a headache. Or you've been having a headache all week. Or you've been having a headache for 2 weeks. Or you've been feeling down. Or you're like, oh, I don't know. It's a reason there. It's a reason there. Your body is alarming you. Your body is saying, ding, 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 something ain't right.